as I received a new Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette in the post the other day. It was a lovely surprise, and I've heard so much about this beauty, and all the pictures, I swear to God, I have not seen a bad picture of this palette. It's just impossible to take a bad photograph of this palette because it is so beautiful. Obviously the concept is bright, bright, bright. I think you really need to see this palette in person, so if you have an Urban Decay counter near you, you definitely need to go and have a look, because I think once you see it, you'll know that you need it, because even though all the pictures are stunning, it does seem a little bit, ooh, shocking. Like, oh my god, I could never wear any of those colours because they're too bright, but that is not the case. As soon as I opened it and started having a look at the colours and swatching everything, I was so amazed at how many different things you can do with the Full Spectrum palette. It's incredible. So first of all, I have that on my eyes today. With the Naked Basics 2, second Naked Basics palette, just as my highlight and a little bit of contouring on the eye. I used Cover just in the crease. But other than that, it's all this. So I love it, I love it, I love it. I love this design. I love the colours. Oh my god, it's so pretty. One thing I would say is you need to be careful about opening it. It can be a little bit tricky to open because it's just got a little lip on it. I don't know if you can see that, so you need to be careful about that, but other than that, it's beautiful. So, here are the colours. Aren't they stunning? Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. I mean, it's just a rainbow of beauty. Absolute, just so many different variations and combinations. And you know, as I said, you really do need to see this in person, because I just thought it would be way too bright for me and I probably wouldn't get a lot of use out of it. I kind of thought it was a bit like, I'm just going to put the brush on, it comes with a double-ended brush as well. I kind of thought it would be a bit like the electric palette, which was so much fun, if you remember that, but it wasn't really, you couldn't wear it every day. But this one, I've worn this every single day since I got it, and I absolutely love the shades and the combinations. So, you get a nice big mirror. I won't blind you with that though. And I think my favourite rows are probably these two here, with the reds and the pinks, because I love a nice red eyeshadow. They're really difficult to find, but when you do find them, hang on to them, because they used to be impossible to find. I remember many, many years ago, like 10 years ago, I was going to a wedding and I was wearing all black, but I had leopard print shoes with a red bow on them, and I wanted like a red eyeshadow to kind of just accentuate my crease for my makeup, and I couldn't find one. So that just shows you how we've come a long way. So now loads of people do these types of shades, but they don't do them as well as Urban Decay by a long shot. So today I am wearing C's, which is stunning. I have that in the middle of my lid. And then I have Warning in the outer corner, outer portion of my eye, which is just so beautiful. It's like a really warm tangerine. And what else did I use? Oh, I used Iced, which is the silver here. And I've used that a couple of days running. And I think this is a little star eyeshadow, because you can put it with so many of the other shades to kind of tone them down. Because I actually wore Iced with, which one was it? 100. Which is the green, sorry, the green down here. I wore Iced with that the other day, and it just looked beautiful. So Iced is such a, I think, an unsung hero and a little secret for this palette, because you compare it with so many other shades, it just looks stunning. The other one that I used yesterday, now this is in one of the previous Vice palettes, and I loved it then and I still love it, and it's Alchemy. And it's kind of this beautiful, really nice pink burgundy with a little silver shift in it. And Paranoia, I teamed it with Paranoia, which I love. Oh, look at that. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Fishnet. I don't know whether you guys remember that shade. It reminds me a little bit of that. Now the greens, I used Goldmine yesterday. Sorry, can't see, can I? I used that, and that's a little bit, it's a little bit chunky for me, but you really do need to pack it on. So I just, I'm like, oh, it's not packing it on. So I forewent the brush, and I just started packing it on my finger, and it looked beautiful. So Goldmine is a really pretty shade, it's just a little bit chunky. Mean, I haven't used yet, which is odd for me because I love my lemons. Look at that. Lemony limey green. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I'd be wearing that. And then the blues, I haven't tried. I'm not a big blue person. I try to wear blue, but because I'm so pale, it just accentuates the veins under my eyes, and ugh. But I think if you pair them kind of like the brown maybe on the lid and the blue just underneath the lower lash line a little bit. I think that might work for me. So we've got Metamorphosis. Oh, that's pretty. And then Blindsided. Oh, she's even prettier. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, beautiful. And then Minx, which is kind of a purple. It's this one on the top row. Oh, wow. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous. Actually, it's not a purple at all. It's a really dark navy with some silver shift in it. So the blues are stunning. Faded, I don't think I've used. It's the purple here. I don't think I've used that yet. No, I haven't. It kind of reminds me of NARS Strada. I don't know whether you guys remember that shade. It really does remind me of that. I hope it's not like that though, because I bought NARS Strada just on a whim and it just didn't work. I don't know why. I'm sure you guys remember that shade. It just didn't work. Sketch is this beautiful royal purple. Wow. And then the top one is Delirious, which looks very matte to me. Let me see. Oh, it's not. It's got like a satiny sheen to it. That's beautiful. I love the purples. The black obviously is a black. Now I usually don't like blacks in palettes, this one here, but I think it's necessary for this type of palette because you need something to ground it all. So I don't mind there being a black in a full spectrum palette. Bump is amazing. I love this. It's a matte white and they are, look at that, they're so difficult to come by, but I love this. So I've used it a couple of times in the inner corner and it just looks stunning. You'd think it would look really dated, but it doesn't. It looks gorgeous. So I like Bump. That's a lovely shade. And Jones, which is the orange up here. Jones is an interesting one. Ooh. Reminds me a bit of Penny Lane. I don't know which palette that was in. Was it Penny Lane? I think it was Penny Lane. It reminds me a little bit of that. It's a little bit yellower though. So that is pretty, I like that. And Gossip. Oh, I think I'm gonna like this one as well. I think I'm gonna like to wear that. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh. So seeing really is, oh, hang on a minute. I will just, before I get into my going on, I will, is this Calavera? The matte yellow. Matte yellows are really difficult. They're really difficult, but that's actually a beautiful matte yellow. Yeah, so I think really seeing is believing with this palette. You really have to see it to realise how beautiful it is. I mean, obviously it's beautiful, but I think you have to see it to realise how wearable and versatile it is. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you found it helpful, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.